Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Welcome to my first ever Jurassic Park, well, technically Jurassic World MOC. This is one of the biggest MOCs I've ever done. I think it's tied for at least stuff length and width for my last big Star Wars MOC I did. But this one definitely used a lot more pieces, so it's definitely a lot more detailed, and there are definitely parts, which you can see, that aren't as detailed. But I just want to show off this because it's my first ever one, and I think I did pretty good with it. At the very front, we have the Jurassic World sign and two giant doors that can open up into the entrance of the park, and this is how every guest gets in, and no one gets in without a ticket, and it's the best security system imaginable. There's absolutely no way to get in without a ticket. Starting off in kind of like the rest and common area, we have a Jurassic World gift shop with this is gonna be like a model of a pterodactyl or pteranodon. Like it's not an actual one that's flying over top of it. It's just one that they put on to sell more dumb stuff. But anyways, it's up there right under that cool Jurassic World sign. And in it, you can see that guy's buying a fake egg from like the guy right there. And in the back, you can see some more dinosaur bones and eggs, like fake ones, on for sale. And we have a bunch of little dinosaur plushies as well that you can buy in the park. The building next to it is a restaurant, which you can't exactly see inside, but I will do my best. And we have two guys trying to just walk in there for a nice little brunch. Maybe they're trying to invest in the park, because nothing ever goes wrong in Jurassic World. But first up top, we have this old man just sipping tea, and there, like, it doesn't look like it, but that's how you get to the bottom into the rest of the restaurant. Now looking through in the back, we can see someone eating at that table there, and someone eating at that table there. And right over here is the kitchen, and inside there you can see a little stove that I have with someone cooking something. What? I have no idea. Did they cook the dinosaurs? Not for me to tell. And right here is just a trash can where they can throw out all their excess things. Right next to it is an ice cream shop with a big old ice cream on top with a bunch of different flavors, as you can see right there. And also has a cotton candy machine and milkshakes if you want. Like, you can eat that if you want, because, you know, they're all sweet, so you can get whatever you want. Same with lollipops that these kids on this bench are eating. You can also get those at this place. This is like the main candy area. But yeah, over here we just have a small bench, and it's kind of mimicked over here with a man and an old man eating a pizza together. And now for our first exhibit, we have the Dilophosaur exhibit. But before I show you that, let me show the outside with these electrified gates that have that warning tape so that no one goes near them and touches them. And it even has a little electrical sign right there. We have a kid with cotton candy with his dad watching the Dilophosaur get fed right there. And that guy's taking a picture with his girlfriend, probably. I don't know the lives of these minifigures. It's like, interpret this how you will. And then we have a guard up top with a tranquilizer dart, getting ready to shoot it if anything goes wrong. And on the other side of the Dilophosaurus cage, we have the Dilophosaurus, of course, running towards a fish being propelled by a stick. Probably not the safest thing, but, you know, it works. And has a nice, like, jungly terrain for it to hide in and sleep in and eat its food in. And it even has, like, a little bit of, like, white and brown there. Or not white, light brown and dark brown and orangey, just to see like the wear of it, like keep running up and eating it. And it also probably has something to draw it out for visitors to see, but right now it's just feeding time, so he's running to get his food. Over here we have the Carnotaurus exhibit with a tour guide leading a tour of 4 people. I don't know if that girl's a part of it, I don't remember the story behind it, but just a tour guide with a stick there so everyone knows where he is at all times. And also he is explaining all of, like, the habits of the Carnotaurus and like when it originated and stuff like that. And just pretend that's glass. Like, they don't need to know that it's not glass. And that guy's pressing his face up against it to get a good look at the Carnotaurus, who right now is munching on a pig. And up top we have this guard with a walkie-talkie and another tranquilizer dart, just to make sure that nothing goes wrong, because nothing ever goes wrong at Jurassic World. Inside the Carnotaurus exhibit, you can get a better view of the Carnotaurus trying to eat that pig, and there's that electrified part right there. and it's just like the one part, and the rest is all concrete, trying to make sure it doesn't escape. And over here we have a giant hill that, if I had more pieces, I would expand it that way, but it's just way too small at the moment. But it's still like nice and decorative, and I like that it's there. It also has a bunch of plants, not as much as the Dilophosaurus, but still, I still think it looks good. And that normal just like wear and tear of brown stuff from it going up and eating its food. And over here we have a bunch of people looking out like this kind of like viewing area just to see the feeding from a different angle with these nice gates on top, just to make sure that nothing goes wrong. I know I keep repeating myself, but I just want to ensure you that nothing ever goes wrong. Around the other side, we just have a man walking down this kind of alleyway. I like to imagine that goes to like a herbivore area, because I put this gyrosphere sign down just to like, I wish I had an arrow so I could point like gyrospheres that way. I don't have one, but I still like that it's there. And no, you can't get in a gyrosphere with the T-Rexes. That would just be crazy. But speaking of T-Rexes, along the cage, it's definitely the biggest paddock of them all, with like a bunch of reinforced concrete with the electrified stuff on top so that nothing can break through. And these little like beams right here are so the guests can peer through and see what's on the other side of the T-Rex pen. And then we have Lisa Simpson, because of course she'd be here. I mean, if Lisa Simpson, she'd probably be like worried that something would go wrong, but nothing ever goes wrong. But she'd still love to see all the dinos. Over here we have a transport truck transporting box, of all things. What's in the box? I have no idea. But yeah, it's there. And that's supposed to be its parking spot where it can just like drop a load or pick up a load and drive off to wherever it needs to go in the park. And there's some handymen just moving some cargo. Maybe just setting the cargo down so the next time that truck arrives, they can load it onto it and transport it throughout the park. And now we have these two connected buildings here. The first one would be this sort of nursing area where that man fell into the Dilophosaur pen and got attacked. Something went wrong. Crap. We also have a waiting area and a walkie-talkie just in case she needs to get somewhere, as well as some pliers in case there are anything's like stuck in his body that she needs to get out. And in there is a bunch of syringes if he needs any shots or any painkillers, depending on the state that he is in. And right next to it, we have sort of a command center with a whole bunch of walkie-talkies in a box, a bunch of extra guns with tranquilizer darts. Well, only one is tranquilizer darts, but the rest of the guns are ready to fire if needed. And we have a handyman who's sitting in here watching the cameras, just in case anything goes wrong, he can go out and fix it. And now for the biggest section of them all, we have the T-Rex area. And this is my favorite area. It's not super detailed, but I have 2 T-Rexes to put in here. And I think that's just really, really cool. The first one, we have this orange T-Rex who's just kind of like walking up and looking around. And we have that one who's drinking some water over there. Stay hydrated, like a T-Rex. Yeah. On top of it, we have 2 guards this time, because T-Rexes, they're kind of beefy, so you gotta make sure that they don't escape out of everything, or else it'd be complete chaos over the entire park. Yeah. But they don't really have like a barrier like these guys do, so they just have to sit and hope that they don't get eaten by the T-Rex, who I think is kind of eyeing them up a little bit. He's ready to eat those guys. By the pond where the T-Rex is staying hydrated, we have this cute little viewing area made out of mostly wood and glass, but don't worry, it's camouflaged so they will never see and try to crack the glass. Inside the glass, in this little box, we have a woman, her child, and her husband all watching the T-Rexes from a nice viewing area up there. Isn't that nice? They're having a nice family experience at Jurassic World. And you can see all the foliage, I think that's the right word, on top of this kind of like cabana thing. And also on the other inside of the cage, you can see this metal gate here. Why is that there? I don't know. I would get it to open and close, but these things with the grooves in them, I found 3 out of 4 that I had, so I just kind of gave up and left it like this. But I still think it's pretty cool. And that is my Jurassic World. I've actually worked on this for longer than any of my other MOCs, specifically because I wanted to take it slow and not rush through it, like literally everything else. So I'm kind of glad that I just kind of took it slow, and I'm really happy with how this turned out. And I hope you like it too. Thank you for watching.